Aleksib, congratulations on your first win at the full final. Obviously, I wanted to talk about Wonderful. Just tell me about your first impressions of him. Now that you've had a couple of weeks of boot camp and also a couple of officials with him.
I mean, I like him a lot as a person. I think we share a lot of the same stuff, and hanging out one-on-one with him seems effortless. And I mean, he's just a natural guy who laughs at stuff, and I don't see any issues with us working. And he's really talented. He lacks some experience, but I feel like, sometimes I press the scoreboard, for example, and I didn't hear him that vocal, let's say, in the game, but he might have like 15 or 20 kills or whatever. So I see like he's definitely in there, like individually. I just think that he needs to gain some experience just playing in NAVI and the system we have. And second of all, just like being brave and speaking a lot and all this stuff. And once he does that and have the self-confidence, I think it's going to be great.
He seems to have integrated pretty well so far, at least based on the stats that we see. How has it been for you in-game as well, and also as an in-game leader, especially compared to a guy like Simple, who has a lot of freedom, is going to go for a lot of different plays. How is it for you, dealing with that sort of a difference between the two players and having to kind of integrate the new guy into the team?
I mean, it is really different, and it feels weird after some time playing with Sasha, that now there is like a new team, new system, new everything, and it feels like we might sometimes lack that something that gets us out of those tense moments, or like a move that might happen, or info play or whatever, that every experienced or like really good tier 1 player is like bringing to the team. And I feel like that's just the case here. Like we played our first official yesterday, now the second one, and we're learning a lot compared to when we played on bootcamp, because everything is so fresh. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to just learning and playing this event through. And honestly, I think it's going to be good, even though we lack some experience and we might crumble in those tense moments. You just got to live and learn.
What about from kind of the pressure angle? I mean, I was talking to Blade on the media day, and he obviously admitted that it is a factor in the team. Now that Simple's not there, there's not that much pressure on individual players. There's not as much, let's say, pointing out mistakes and these kind of things that was obviously well known from Simple. How does it feel inside the team now? Do you feel like that the atmosphere has changed dramatically?
Yeah, I think that whenever you make a player change, no matter if it's for the good or worse, I feel like there is this new relieved energy, and that's why people talk about honeymoon phases and whatnot. And I do think that our atmosphere is pretty good. As I said, Igor is really neutral, and he's having a lot of fun with us. But at the end of the day, we're here to work, we're here to be good. And obviously, if we play shitty or we feel like we're playing worse than last time, also Valerchik being one of the guys from NAVI that has a lot of experience, he also wants us to play really good, and it's weird for him as well when all these elites go by his side and he's playing with like less experienced players. But at the same time, as I said, I feel like we have a group of people that trust each other, and we gotta keep the trust there, and we gotta keep the good mood, because we've been having it thus far. And if we just learn and if we have the confidence, we can do damage.
Mm-hmm. When I was talking to Blade, he was also mentioning, now that you're talking about Bit, that he has taken a lot more initiative on himself, kind of naturally, after Simple has left, kind of considering himself the star of the team. Has that made things easier on you as well, to have more initiative, inside the team, to replace maybe that sort of, playmaking capability?
I mean, in a way, yes, but I do feel like he might. I'm not saying that he's getting frustrated on practice or officials, but I see this new side of him when he knows that he has the experience. Like, he knows he's played a lot of tier 1 events. Like, he knows some of the situations. So I can hear him say sometimes when there is like this brief moment of when he gets to talk, or when he opens his voice, like he really means it, that if we're doing like dumb mistakes, or we're doing like something too slowly, that we need to step it up next time. And I feel like for him that's really good, because we can he's also in the space where he's getting a bit older. He's, as I said, has a lot of experience. And I think he's already an elite player, and I think this will just bring a new side of him when he gets like even more years in, that he will be this player that's also like guidance for a lot of different people.
Right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.